but trust me, our presentation is really good. So, hello everyone, my name is Joseph, and we are from Team RentBid. This is us with a combined total hours or years of 25 years of experience in sales, marketing, graphic design, programming. Today, we are here to present to you a new product that will revolutionize the real estate market. Introducing RentBid, your rental revenue optimizer. There's a huge problem in the Vancouver market for landlords. Landlords don't know the fair market price of their rental property. Quality tenants are really hard to find, and finding tenants is often a slow and uncertain process. So, Airbnb and eBay had a baby, and we adopted that baby, and we called it rentbid.co. Problems? What problems? With RentBid, we present solutions to these three problems, starting with a crowdsourced bidding system to ensure that property owners get the best price for their unit. We also have an application ID verification to ensure the property owner's safety. As well, we have a time-sensitive shortlist to ensure that you are getting the best tenants for your property. Let me show you a couple of screenshots. There's a huge market just in Metro Vancouver alone. 400,000 total rental properties, and in that number, 5,000 of those is constantly changing hands at any given time. Not only that, 60,000 people born or immigrate into Metro Vancouver every year. So there's a huge market that we can take. During our market validation, we interviewed 33 property owners as well as 25 renters. And from there, we figured that 82% of them would love to use RentBid. And from that, we were able to figure out who our target customers are. And from that, we were able to also analyze our competitors and figure out our unique value proposition, which consists of these 5 items that you can only find in rentbid.co. We have a very, very state-of-the-art, I would say, business model, which we're calling Success Transaction Commission Model, where you only pay if you make money for the property owners. Now, how does this work? No listing fees, no transaction fees, no hidden fees, and property owners only have to pay the minimum rental price difference. How does that work? For example, if a property owner lists his property at $1,000 and the crowdsourced bids raises it up to $1,500 and the transaction is successful, we make the difference just for the first month. It's an everybody wins model because the renter gets a place that he wants, the property owner gets his place rented out for an increased amount, and we get to make the money. Our trust model, people will love us, and here's why. Because we offer tenant background checks, I hope secure payments, as well. We offer a ratings and reviews system to ensure that we weed out the bad people and we keep in the good. So, with that said, this is our short-term customer acquisition plan. I understand that based on this model, it's people only change their tenants every couple of years, so it's going to be hard to retain customers. However, we have a solution for that. Our long-term vision through building our customer database is to create a rental property management system that is end-to-end. What that means is we're basically solving the problem that every property manager hates dealing with, their tenants. So, what do? We're a property management solution that offers online monthly rent payments, as well as automatic ID verification, a software that was actually just introduced for one recurring fee. And all that, the hook is that,
You are out of
The hook
time.
is that we are a revenue optimizer.
Gonna cut you off.
Thank you.
All right, studies.
First question, I think there is tons of rental regulations in place. Have you guys looked into that? Every single province has, they control rental increases.
Yeah, so we have looked into that, but we're not increasing anybody's rent that's still living in there, right? So it's basically for new people. So when you're about to put on your place, often people don't know what price to put it at, and so we would, the bidding system would allow them to figure out the fair market price at the current time.
Are you allowed to run an auction on rental prices?
Actually, it's a good question. That's something we should look into.
So, a couple things, just to do one tip on pitching, try to be gender neutral. Not all landlords are he's, not all tenants are he's. Just a pitching tip, we've got a mixed panel up here and judges and, and the marketplace obviously is mixed. So, second piece, you guys focused on one side of the marketplace. How are you getting people to come visit to like, there's Craigslist, you mentioned a ton of places that people can go and find rental properties. I can go look out on the street, I can go look, how are you going to acquire people and create awareness for people to come to your service?
So we actually looked at, before we actually came up here, we actually had both the sides, but we ended up having too much information. So if you look at all the current competitors out there, like Craigslist, there's no standardized information sort of system. So everybody posts different information. Like if Sally's selling and Jim is selling, they both have different kinds of information about their apartment. So we created a standardized listing, good pictures. We also had actually a photo application process for all our photos to be vetted. So that's basically one way to have good quality listings, not just for the tenants, but also for the applicants, for the renters.
You started off pretty clear on the auction part of things, but towards the end you started talking about all these other types of things you could do, and it started to be actually kind of confusing because it's hard to follow exactly what your core value prop is. So generally, especially early on, it's best to just like pick one thing that you think you can do really well based on the market is saying and go after that. So if that's the auction piece, then do that. But if it's like the rental property management piece, then do that. Just figure out kind of what the market's telling you and go after that first. And the rest of the stuff can come a lot, it will probably be a lot later, but
Thank you. One of the first things you said that customer acquisition, Craigslist and so on, you have tons of privacy issues, soliciting to people there. And so you will have also with renter qualification, pre-qualification as well. So I think there are a few things to say. That's the first.
Thank you guys.